And for those of you I have not met or worked with, my name is Brandon Drake, and one of the 4,387 semi-professional drummers in Nashville. Also, this Wednesday marks 1 year of me starting as a consultant with algorithms. So thank you, Mike, for the kind words about switching over. And thank you so much. When I was thinking about what I'm, was going to talk about today, I just happened to be working with one of our optimization clients that was having problems calculating their kit demand and and actually I'm still working with them. But as part of this release 2401, the ability has been added on the MRP screen, or now known as inventory planning. We've had a few calls and emails about that. Just set up in the change there as far as how that's referred to, but the ability has been added to not only track the kit demand for both stock and non-stock kits, depending if they use stock components, but also the ability to create those kit assembly orders on the from that inventory planning display screen. So I'm going to go ahead and go into that. So I'm here on my inventory planning display screen, and if you're running MRP in your production environment, I hope that it rarely looks like this. Hopefully you're getting enough demand to where when you log in, you have quite a few things you need to go ahead and do. But for this presentation, I've gone ahead and cleared that out, but I want to point out this big assemble kit button that's been added along with the purchase, manufacture, and transfer buttons. And that's going to allow me to go ahead and create those assembly for kits directly from the screen. So in order to do that, I've gone ahead and created 2 different sales orders. Oh, yay. Logged off. I've gone ahead and created 2 different sales orders, one for a stock kit and one for a non-stock kit. Same item, and just process it 2 different ways. So I have one here for our non-stock kit, and you see I put in a quantity of 30 here. And then if we go and look at our additional sales order, I've gone ahead and created a sales order for our stock kit here for 10. So in order for this to work, we have to have some setup additionally on these items. So one thing I want to point out, remember on the kit specification screen, whether or not it shows is a kit or is stock or is not stock is based off if it's a stock item or a non-stock item. So as long as I have this is a kit checked and it's a stock item, the check marks on that screen, which we're going to review here in a second, is going to be checked for me. So I have my planning method here set to MRP. And along the same lines, I've gone ahead and turned off some of these safety stocks and reorder points. Normally that would factor into your MRP planning. But just to keep things clean, I've gone ahead and taken those out. But you see the source there for this is set to kit assembly. So now, if I go and I go to regenerate my MRP now, that is going to run. And because of those sales orders that I created since the last time that I ran this, give that a second to process, you will see when I go onto my inventory planning display, that it has added a bunch of stuff here. So let's review what it's added here. So you see it's added on the second column. It now points out if you run it, if you're referring to a kit, it has kit revision. Again, it was more to the right when it first appeared. I went and drug it over so that you can see that. But it's added the need for the kit assembly there on the first line. But one thing I want to point out is this type. They added some additional types in order to support this functionality. You see sales order, non-stock kit, planned kit assembly demand. And they're like, you're probably used to saying that sales order type. But what I want to point out is for the non-stock kit, it has added my stock components that are needed for it. These three right here. What it has not done for that non-stock kit, it has not added the need for assembly. And that's because a non-stock kit, I actually don't run the assembly process. Processing the sales order for that actually goes ahead and does that for me. And just assuming basically like backflushing that, I'm doing that because I'm not tracking the inventory of that non-stock kit. But what it has done for me is it's done the same thing for the stock kit, but it's also added the need for the kit assembly. So to satisfy all of these sales order needs, I could go ahead and purchase all of these items here. What I could also do is directly now, this is a big part of the new functionality is I can go ahead and just create my assembly order right from this screen. So some pretty amazing functionality that I think will, if you're using kits heavily or have plans for that, it'd be something that you can do. And if I go to my kit assembly screen, it's going to give me that same error. You see that assembly order has been created, and that's going to be for the quantity of this that matches what is needed for those kits. Now, again, this is all controlled from the kit specifications. And you can see here I have my kit specifications for a great lunch and learn. But along the same lines, in order for that demand to be calculated, I have the kit specifications of the stock components built in to the kit specifications for both the stock and the non-stock items.